How are we doing? You hear me? You see me? All right? Yeah? Ready? Okay. Hi friends, I'm Meliora. We are gathered here today to talk about a 30-40 plus skincare regimen. I am continuously on the low buy when it comes to makeup and skincare, but I've been trying to kind of come up with a sort of the golden standard of my skincare, trying a few new products here and there, but trying to keep track of the best of the best of the best yet. And about once a month or in 2 months, we gather together and I tell you about the progress. Okay, I'm very proud to announce that okay, this is the first part is not what I'm proud of. I actually placed 2 Sephora orders that basically utilizing some 15% discount code, blah, 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 discount on a sale makeup. I got those 2 orders. I looked at that and without unpackaging, I just sent it all back. Buying sale makeup with the discount code is probably like one of the oldest saving, which is not money, habits that I had, and this is like one of those that are hardest to beat because it's actually incredibly wasteful when you are chasing sales rather than kind of sticking to your basic needs. So I returned all of that, but then I got another coupon code, like another 15% off, and I thought long and hard, and I did something that I know, like, it's ridiculous for somebody who's as old as me that is so hard to do, but you should understand, like, it's at least a decade of shopping addiction. I bought only one thing, which was not on sale. I mean, I got 15% off, which is basically just no sales tax. But I got only one thing, and the thing that I needed the most, and I was planning to buy for now almost 2 years. And this is a lash conditioner. I am blessed with short, light, non-dense lashes that are you can barely see them when I don't have mascara on, and when I do have mascara on, you sort of kind of can guess they're there. So I've tried a few lash serums, and most of them work wonders to my lashes. I don't get, like fake lashes effect. It's just not my genetics, but I get lashes that you can see. And for me, it is like a dramatic improvement of my appearance, something that doesn't concern makeup. So I got a Grande Lash MD. By the way, if you know of like the best lash serums that like if you've ever tried, please leave a comment below. I'm super curious of what I should try after this. Instead of two mediocre, like two boxes full of mediocre makeup products that I don't need, I got one item that actually is making a huge difference in my life. So don't want to ever be without lash serums because I guess in my particular case, they make a lot of difference. If you already have, I guess, normal or at least dark lashes, you might not necessarily need that. In my case, it really does make my eyes pop. Like, you see that I have them in a way, because otherwise there's not much there. Next, we're gonna talk about the hair. Just a very short update, because I'm waiting on a huge order that I placed with pigments. Ever since I transitioned to the red color, I've been kind of adding pigment once a week in a semi-diluted form, and I've been using Fireball by Pulprite and mixing it with Nuclear by the same brand. Love the Nuclear, one of the best neon oranges on the market. Just incredible and lasts the longest of all that I tried. This is a donkey piss. It just leaks and stains everything. My couch is stained, my pillows are stained, my clothing is stained. Every time I take a shower, I have to wash the whole bathtub. It's just really bad. Yes, it gives you a color, and it's fine. You see, it's already fading. It's getting a little bit more of a kind of washed out milkshake type of color, but it's just too cumbersome to use, and it's just I don't like the staining of everything and the leaking on the clothing. So I am currently waiting on a huge order of other pigments, and we'll talk about in another video if you're curious about bright hair and how to achieve any given effect. So I've been doing neon, bright, pastel, dark, light hair for over, I should say, probably 2 years now, almost 2 years. So I've got a lot of commentary in that department if you are curious. And along the same line, I used up the Overtone Extreme Pink. Absolutely love Overtone, still one of the best pigments that are truly very conditioning, that make my hair the brightest, the silkiest, and do add a lot of vibrant pigment. Unfortunately, they are not the longest lasting pigments on the market, but yet they're still one of the best. So this is used up. I'm actually almost out of all Overtone pigments that I ever had. I tend to buy extreme versions of any given color and then just dilute them with any normal cheap hair conditioner. That kind of allows me to cut the dye and have more use out of any given tub. Finally used up Not Your Mother's dry shampoo. I kind of usually opt for washing my hair rather than putting in dry shampoo, but this one I actually like. I wanted to draw your attention to it. I bought, I think, a bundle of 2 from Ulta. It doesn't leave white powder, so it doesn't make your hair roots look ashy. It does give a lot of volume, and it actually lasted me a long time. So I usually opt for Batiste, which is truly like a very fast fix for oily hair, oily roots. But this actually gives a much more natural looking and cool looking effect. So I think I will repurchase it as soon as I'm through of my other dry shampoos. A few makeup items, just basically all of my eyeliners are now drying up, which is very sad because I love colorful eyeliners, and at some point I got way too many of them, and now, you know, it's a batch thing. If you buy them, many of them at any given time, after a certain period of time, like almost all of them all of a sudden go out of business, like they don't work anymore, and I'm like, oh, now I have to replace probably like 3 or 6 at a time. So I think this is the time coming for me that a lot of my eyeliners are just not good for anything. And instead of replacing them, I will try to cut down my eyeliner collection to a small yet still diverse and colorful bundle as possible, and see if I can sort of rotate that, because they are, I mean, I usually use those that you can sharpen, so they last longer, but still. Okay, I think this is all when it comes to empties. Not much progress right now. Oh no, there is one more. I used up Protocol Daily Molecular Hydration and Nourishment Moisturizer. It has Niacinamide and Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizing Cream. I had a lot of hyaluronic acid based creams and serums before, and most of the time it was rather drying my skin than moisturizing it, regardless of whether I moisturized before, whether I lived in dry or humid climates. Somehow hyaluronic acid just never quite worked any kind of benefits into my skin routine. This is the first one that I actually enjoyed. I will go as far as saying, I think if I had it in California, which is like a desert climate, I would enjoy it even more. It's a bit almost too moisturizing in humid Florida air, but it's quite impressive. This is the first hyaluronic acid moisturizer that just did wonders, plumping wonders to my skin, almost too much. Too much in the sense of that I would start kind of sweating in my face. It's hard to explain. The face would be constantly kind of semi-wet with this moisturizer. So imagine it could be amazing for really dry skin, or if you live in a dry climate, I presume. And so far, Protocol Labs, which I've never heard of them before I got I got this as PR. I got their vitamin C serum and this hyaluronic day cream. The best skincare in each category. One of the best vitamin C serums I've ever tried. the best, point blank period, the best hyaluronic acid moisturizer that I've tried. And I told you, I don't have the best luck with them. So I don't think it's appropriate for this climate, but I am making a note that despite rather high-end prices and not much of a branding behind it, it's one of the best skincare brands that I've discovered in the past year. A little update. I've been using Saturday Skin, which I showed you in the last haul, like skincare routine update. And so far, Saturday Skin brand only impresses me with their packaging. The eye cream that I've started using is pretty much just a glycerin gel. It doesn't really do anything special in terms of moisturizing the under eye skin. Doesn't really retain moisture. It doesn't do much of anything. It's like dimethicone, you know, like silicone glycerin based gel, and it's kind of bulky for 30 ml and for eye cream, so I can't travel with it. It's just too bulky. It's just like, so far I'm not super impressed, but I'll continue to update you on the progress there, because I have quite a few products that they sent for review. After being done with the hyaluronic moisturizer by protocol, I started a new kind of day cream slash serum, and this is Rodial. I showed it in my last haul. So far, it has SPF 15. It's also hyaluronic moisturizer, so I kind of decided to swap one for one. So far, it's a heavily perfumed gel cream, like GRAIL type of moisturizer. Like, there's not even like, again, like I just started. Maybe situation will change. We'll see. But so far, there's no comparison between these two. Protocol is just something that you truly feel a difference on your skin. This, considering how expensive Rodial skincare is just kind of like, I don't know. So far, not super impressed. This particular product is called Dragon Blood. SPF 15 Hyaluronic Moisturizer. Hydrate and tone. I don't know. When it comes to a vitamin C serum, another staple that any girl or guy needs to have in their skincare routine, you need something for the night, anti-aging, like something with vitamin A, retinol, for the day, or you can alternate it with the night. Vitamin C something, and something moisturizing, and something with SPF. That's pretty much, well, under eye cream is debatable. Like, I do prefer to have a special cream for the under eye area, but you know. So the vitamin C shelf, you know, like the spot for vitamin C is currently occupied. I just used up a travel size that I got with my points from Sephora. This is Biossance Squalene and vitamin C rose oil. I'm not a big fan of beauty oils, to be honest. I just never like the oil feeling on my combination skin, because my forehead is kind of oily, this part is kind of dry, you know, like the usual spiel, like the here and here. It's basically the T-zone is oily and here it's dry. But the Biossance was actually absorbing pretty well, and I didn't even need a moisturizer afterwards. I would just put something with SPF on. So I liked it well enough that I actually talked with Biossance brand and accepted a few of their products for review. So I'm very excited to give it a go. So I basically asked for the same thing in the bigger size, and they were generous enough to supply it. So I have Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil, full size. This is 30 ml. Let's see how it's packaged. This is what it looks like. Again, very basic, nice, kind of green style packaging. Nothing to report home about, but also very cute. So far, again, I use it as like the overall moisturizer, and I will probably just alternate it, the vitamin C oil and then SPF one day, and the hyaluronic moisturizer, which already comes with SPF, the other day. That's kind of like how I do my skincare routine. I also got Squalane and Lactic Acid Resurfacing Night Serum. I usually also alternate peptide-based creams or, you know, acid creams, the ones that kind of resurface and force the facial cells to rejuvenate and kind of like increase the rotation, the cell dying and kind of being peeled off, and the new cells that it gives you kind of rosier, plumpier look. So all kinds of peptide creams, acid creams, any kind of like soft overnight peels, they do the job. But for true anti-age benefits, you need retinol in your routine, night routine as well. So I also alternate them. Retinol one night and something with peptides or lactic acid the other night for kind of like moisturizing exfoliation. So this is gonna be the exfoliating night moisturizer. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, it's kind of small. How much do we get here? 30 ml. And I also got a eye cream, which I'm seriously considering opening it right now because I am not happy with this, and I would rather just use it up as, I don't know, a hand cream and actually get proper hydration and plumping effect with this delicate area, because I really don't need any more wrinkles there, and I'm already getting quite a few. Age is merciless to all of us. Okay, so this is Squalane Marine Algae Eye Cream, and we get 15 ml with it. Let's see at the texture, just briefly. Okay, so this is kind of like a thick, very, very creamy, peachy substance. I'm very excited. I'm actually gonna put it right in my shower and gonna start using it because, needless to say, this is bullshit. Okay, this is everything in terms of changes or updates in my skincare. As I said before, if you're looking to kind of simplify yet make your skincare more effective, you need 2 day creams, something, especially if you have dry skin, and usually old people with aging skin transition to dry skin type of territory. Something with hyaluronic acid, but the only thing that so far I found that works is protocol. So something truly very moisturizing, retaining water in your epidermis, and obviously something with SPF and vitamin C. For the night routine, something like a gentle moisturizing exfoliation, acids, peptides, and retinol, alternating that way. When it comes to cleansing my skin, surprisingly the cheapest things work the best for me, to be honest. So this I got for like $3 in Marshalls, and this is a Korean egg cleansing foam. At some point they had like a whole shelf of cleansing products based on egg yolks, and I don't know, I've never heard of egg yolks being used as like cleansing agent, but it works wonders. It takes makeup off in just one kind of foamy, fluffy wash, and I'm done. So I'm kind of super curious if you can recommend anything of this kind, because this is like a random Korean brand that I cannot find or see anywhere else, and I don't know what to replace it with. I'm almost done. So in terms of the cleansing, I'm not inclined to purchase anything expensive at this point, unless you tell me otherwise. I don't know, but so far the cheapest things sometimes are the most expensive, at least in my routine. The last notion is going to be last topic is going to be devoted to deodorants. I've spent probably 8 months trying to transition to natural deodorants. I have, I think, a collection now of at least 5, and I'm so done. I'm so done with natural deodorants. I'm done with the stink. I'm done with constantly being wet all the way down to my hips. I'm done. I'm just so done. I tried it all. I tried La Vanilla, several of them, and this is like almost done, but I'm just gonna throw it away because like I am just, the discomfort of it, the misery of it is more than I can handle, to be honest. I've got Tom something, I've had Drunk Elephant, I've had a few brands that you can buy in Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I'm done. I'm truly just done. I went back to something that I always use, and I think I'm just gonna throw this away. Sorry, not sorry. Just not gonna do this to me. I can't continue this any longer. This is bullshit. I basically went back to like an old staple. I usually get Secret Clinical Strength with some kind of unobtrusive or even unscented type of situation. I don't like a lot of fragrances added to my antiperspirants. I just want nothing there, as little action there in underarms as possible. If you guys know of any great deodorants or preferably antiperspirants, please let me know. But if you were coming here in hopes to hear about a magical, natural deodorant products, it's probably no longer a channel for that. I throw in the towel. It just doesn't work. I tried high and low. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Moreover, there is absolutely no scientific evidence for any of that cancer or whatever bullshit claims that have been hyped up in mommy blogs, or I don't even know where. I don't care. So, antiperspirants all the way. I'm done. That chapter, thankfully, is over in my life. And that, I think, is a cause for celebration. Okay, now we're done with updates, with the new purchases. I kind of want to ask you guys for advice. So, I've been trying to incorporate weekly masks in my skincare routine. I tried various like Korean and not so Korean, you know, like the sheet masks. I have a few masks in tubs, but every single time I just forget to use them. And at this point, I just would like to hear your stories. Do you see a significant contribution to the well-being of your skin from using like heavier products like masks? I am not at all convinced that that category of products does anything short or long term. I know there are some specific performance masks that you apply before you'd say you go recording, you know, like a lot of these kind of like lifting masks that, you know, stars use and people who like broadcasters use. I'm not really talking about those, you know, things that have purely instant cosmetic effects and they last probably a few hours. I'm talking about something that actually have long-term benefits for your skin. I am kind of trying to maneuver around that category of products, but I'm yet to find something that would be worth me to bother to actually dedicate a few hours in my night routine once a week or twice a week to do so. If you know of any amazing miracle working masks, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to follow your recommendation and try a few. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know how have you been going through your low buy if you're on it. Any skincare routine updates, anything to brag about, anything to, you know, to share in the grief circle that we have here. Tell me everything. I'll be waiting for your comments. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.